Welcome to day 185 of our Let's Grow annual challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and we are continuing our discussion on financial growth for this entire month. And today's topic is financial growth thoughts and beliefs. What are your beliefs and thoughts when it comes to money, work, career, finances, budgeting, any other topic that has anything to do with money or our financial health and well-being? We're going to think about, and we're going to jot down today. Our action item is to either brainstorm thoughts that you've had, and I'll ask a couple of thought-stimulating questions to get going, or to just document as you go about your day the things related to money and finances and job, career, anything. And I'm going to share some of mine that I just wrote down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and where they came from. I'm not gonna share where they came from. Like so many other people, we have all kinds of conflicting thoughts and beliefs swirling through our subconscious at any given time. And whatever we feel more strongly about will be the thing and the choice and the decision that we make. So we want to sometimes, at least once a year, we do this. I usually do it more than once a year, but at least once a year, we want to actually tune into our thoughts and our beliefs, what we're thinking and what keeps popping into our head about a key area or aspect of our life. And this year we're doing it to 9 different areas of our life as part of this challenge. So what are some processes that we can use to uncover what our thoughts and beliefs about money, career, finances, our value, the value that we bring to the world? What are some techniques we can use to do that? Number 1, we can do self-reflection. To me, self-reflection is just asking myself questions and then seeing what comes up when I ask those questions. So one of the questions we can ask ourselves is, take some time to think about your financial history. Our financial histories, each and every one of them are different. There's a lot of similarities depending on how old we are. We tend to be very similar to a whole group of people that we always think we're alone whenever we're going through something, but actually there's usually thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people going through the same thing simultaneously. So we want to think about our history and what thoughts and beliefs about money did we get from our childhood? What do we get from our teenage years? What have we gotten from our family and our family's history? What's been handed down, just like clothes are handed down and all kinds of things are handed down to us. A lot of our thoughts and beliefs are automatic because we heard them so much as kids. I remember growing up, my mom would always say something was too expensive or we can't afford it. Now, my dad had a really good job. He took really good care of our family. We could afford to kind of do whatever we wanted and have whatever we wanted. But that was my mom putting a filter on that because she and my dad both grew up during the Depression and they had some hard times. And so my dad was like, yep, we can figure out how to make it happen. There's a way to make it happen. And my mom was always, no. I wonder where my no first policy comes from. My mom, the pessimistic side of the family. And she's not super pessimistic. She's the most amazing woman I've ever met. But I remember hearing these phrases growing up, like we can't afford that, or not just money, maybe time and energy. Now remember, she was raising 4 little girls. My dad worked for 3M for the majority of his corporate career while having businesses on the side. So he had to travel a lot. He traveled all over the world. And that meant my mom had 4 little girls, or 4 girls, or heaven forbid, 4 teenagers, all at the same time that she was dealing with. And she worked for the town of Hudson in Hudson, Wisconsin, town government for decades. So I can't afford it. It's too expensive. We don't need it. We're broke. I'm broke. I love this one because the way I got over this thought and belief is my first job out of college was working for Procter & Gamble, leading teams that made toilet paper, literally toilet paper. And the first thing they do to you on the job whenever you're a new person in the company is when you're on the floor talking, somebody sends you for a bucket of broke. They hand you a bucket and they say, go get a bucket of broke, because they know that you don't know the terminology of the company yet. Unfortunately, I knew what broke was. So I went and got a bucket of waste, which is material that falls on the floor, has to be cleaned up when you're manufacturing a product or service. And so I think I was the first person that ever brought back a bucket of broke, and they kind of we're amazed and surprised. But that's where I learned that broke, just like almost any other word, can be defined and can be used in different ways. If I think that I am broke or broken or I don't have enough, that mindset is going to lead me to make decisions and choices very differently than if I believe wholeheartedly that we live in an abundant universe. I just have to be resourceful to get what I want, to see what I want to have happen in the world actually happen. So we can be self-reflective. We can ask ourselves questions. We can brainstorm and just jot down as we go about our day, which would be like journaling, thoughts about money and finances, and even global beliefs about the world might have an impact on our ability to create the actual financial growth and financial health and well-being that we want. Another thing we can do is we can use assessment tools. There's all kinds of financial budgeting, investment type tools online. We could use one of those. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to tell you that right now because I know I can brainstorm and pay attention to and journal my thoughts today more easily than going and finding some tool to help me do it. And then look for feedback from other people you know, like, and trust, or advisors and people that you know will give you the straight scoop on what they see you doing and what they think your thoughts are about money. All right, that's enough. That's all I've got today. If I can help you in any way, just ask. Otherwise, create this list of thoughts and beliefs. And then what I like to do after I create them all is I run through the list and I ask myself, is this still true for me now? Now, I might be acting as if it is, but should it be? And do I need it or even want it to be true for me right now? Like if I were to say, I can't afford that, I can't afford that, I can't afford that, is that serving me or does that make me feel meh? If it makes me feel meh or negative, then I want to eliminate that particular thought or belief from my subconscious. So I'm not making decisions filtered through all of these negative financial beliefs. All right. Any questions? Hit me up. Otherwise, have an awesome day. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye. On the 4th.